I just want to start my speech off by saying that I miss you all so much. These bangs are a quarantine thing, so yeah, I did that. Also, this is the only time I have to do this speech because it's just I've been really busy. And do you have the view of this nice artwork? My cousin's artwork? Because it's the only quiet room in the house. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys today about why I think the war on drugs should continue happening and should continue going after drug dealers and people using drugs. So to begin, I'm going to open with a quote by Nixon that says, "Public enemy number one." And when Nixon said this, he was talking about illegal drug use, and he believed that it was the number one enemy because it's happening so much in today's world, and I agree with that. It is taking over people's lives and ruining it. So today I'm just going to be talking about what it is, what the war on drugs is, why it should continue, and why it's so important to me, because it means a lot to me. So, to start off with what it is, the war on drugs was set up by a campaign set up by the federal government. According to BrittonCanada.com, they used this campaign to combat illegal drugs, reduce the trade of drugs, and it has many policies put in place to discourage distribution, consumption, and producing. So it's basically here to keep people from using drugs, making drugs, and selling them. I know that we have, where I'm from, there are a lot of towns that drugs have consumed. So it's really hard for children to go out and play without having to be in the fear that their parents having the fear of them getting hurt or something like that. So that's just what it is. Now I want to talk about why it should continue. So according to HuffPost.com, in 2014, the war on drugs took down 98,554 people. So that includes drug addicts and drug dealers. And honestly, that's a lot for just 1 year. So it should be, it should continue going and getting all these people, because eventually, I don't want to say it's going to come to a complete stop. The use of drugs is going to come to a complete stop, but it will slow and not grow. So that's 98,554 people less that are on the streets dealing drugs or using them. Drugs change people, so they can make you have mood swings, paranoia, irrational anger. I have actually witnessed these, so I will tell you more about that later on. And they also can, if you're a drug user, they can put you in the life of danger, and you can't control yourself. They make you do, crazy things. If you have children and it endangers your child, you're putting them in situations they shouldn't witness to begin with. They shouldn't be seeing any of that, because that is not good for them. They don't need that. And having these situations in your life cause anxiety, stress, depression, and not having those situations, it helps everyone, not just the people that are your family or everything, but everyone else, because they're not getting that. But it's just crazy what drugs can do to you. Now that you know why it should continue, I want you to know why it's so important. It's really important to me because I come from a family that has used drugs or is still using drugs. Both of my parents use drugs. So this is really important to me because I want this to keep going, and maybe it eventually will help my parents, you know. I'm not saying I want my parents to get taken down by the war on drugs and go to prison, because that's terrible. But I don't want my parents using drugs. I haven't talked to my parents in years, so it's really a really deep subject for me. I've seen my mom like lash out at everyone for nothing. My dad also. I've been with my mom several times when she was selling drugs or using drugs, and riding in the car back with her. That was some of the scariest parts of my life. So I really just think that the war on drugs should continue, because drugs in today's world are terrible. It's a huge problem. So I really hope you all, like I've persuaded you to think that should be an ongoing project, the war on drugs. I just want to thank you for listening, and I miss you all so much, and I can't wait until I see you all again. Bye.